Hello, welcome to Alltech Fusion. In this video, we'll see how to sort a table by any particular column. Means if you want to sort our whole data by name, then we'll add the directives which are provided by the Angular Material Library in the name column only. So for that, first of all, we need mat sort module to be imported in the app module.ts. So I will import mat sort module and will add the entry in the imports array. Then we need to mention one directive, that is mat sort, in the table tag actually, and then by using view child we will access this directive in our TS. So for that I am taking view child and will import mat sort as well from material sort. As we are using here view child to take the what we'll say, to take the reference of that particular attribute from the HTML tag, hence we are using here view child. And now we'll move towards the HTML again. We need to add the mat sort header in the header tag of required column. That is, if you want to sort table by name, then we'll add header tag in the name column. So that we will do by mat header cell. I will copy that thing as well from the HTML. Mat sort header and sort action, whatever require, whichever we want to mention over there. So here I am mentioning mat sort header, and sort description will be by sort by name actually. I will remove this. Okay, it is already present over here. I am removing this one. So generally here mat sort header wraps the total header cell as a element, as a button. It converts it as a button, so whenever we move towards that column, it will convert it into the pointer, and we will see arrow over there, downward, upward arrow as per the sorting. And sorting action description is mainly used for, because what it is performing, it is unknown, means what is it performing actually. So it is doing sorting by name, hence we mention sort action description over here. And now next thing is we need to implement the logic inside the ng after view init. Means as we know, data source is a observable, so it is continuously listening the changes, and data source contains, that is meta table data source contain sort property as well. So we'll simply assign sort variable, that is sort reference variable, through which we are accessing the child by using view child, to data source sort property. Here it is the sort reference variable through which we are accessing the meta sort attribute by using the view child. And then we'll save this. Moving towards the browser now. Okay, you can see on name the arrow is there, and if we are clicking on the name, it is getting sorted. So this is how we implement the sorting. Now one point I want to highlight over here, that actually mat sort header applies the area sort attribute communication. That is, for example, hence screen readers generally does not receive the feedback about sorting is happened or not. So for that purpose, mat sort also provides the mat sort change event also, and through that event we can update the live announcer. Means we can integrate the live announcer from @Angular CDK library as well. So that is the one thing you can implement that. I am not showing that thing over here now. Okay, this is all about the sorting. Now next topic is pagination. If you want to implement the pagination in the material table, then also as per the sorting only we need one more module, that is the paginator module. We will take the paginator module and will import it in the app module.ts. I'm adding the entry in the app module imports array of the app module.ts as well. Now we'll take mat paginator selector after the table closing tag, and here we are using page size option property binding, means we are binding the page size options, that is 5 entries per page, 10 entries per page. So if we select it will reflect like a drop down. If we select 5, then it will show the 5 entries in the table. If we select 10, then it will show the 10 entries, and according to these entries it will divide the total rows as well. So if it contains 20, then as per the 5, 4 pages will be there, as per 10, 2 pages will be there, and as per 20, 1 page will be there. So all this thing taken care by the mat paginator only. Again we need to use view child to listen those changes. So for that purpose I am using view child, and for mat paginator directive, and I am importing that as well from material paginator. As we know, data source is having sort property also. In similar way, data source also have the paginator property as well. So simply we'll assign this dot paginator, that is reference variable, to the this dot data source dot paginator, and we'll save the changes and moving toward browser. Okay, it's loading. Okay, now you can see here 5 means pages are there, means 5 entries, it's showing 5 entries. If I move toward next page, next 6 and next 5 entries are present. Again if I select here 10, then 10 entries are coming. So this is all about the pagination, that is paginator. Now one more point I want to showcase over here is we are using ng after view init. Actually ng after view init is one of the life cycle hook which get invoked after ng on changes, ng do check, constructor, and ng on init as well. So we got the all DOM properties or DOM element access in the ng after view init. In ng after view init all the components are get created, DOM properties also created, hence we are having the access in our hand, hence we are performing this action in the ng after view init. If you want more videos about the life cycle hooks, how change detection cycle happens, and currently only Angular 13 released, so I think view engine is totally removed in the Angular 13. They are using IV only for it. So if you want videos on that, then please comment in the comment section. I will definitely try to make videos on that as well. Thank you. And if you think that this video is interesting, then please like, share and subscribe my channel. Also click on the notification bell icon so that whenever I post new video, then you will get the notification for that video. Thank you.